Have you ever stared at your bank balance, feeling that knot in your stomach? Money worries are universal. No matter who we are, we all feel them. These moments connect us, shaping our choices and dreams. The stories we tell ourselves about money shape our reality more than we realize. Exploring our beliefs is the first step to a happier, more secure financial future. Being good with money isn't just about spreadsheets or tracking every penny. It's shaped by your money mindset, the beliefs and attitudes you hold about money, often formed in childhood and shaped by life experiences. These early messages are the roots of our financial habits. Real change starts by examining and understanding these beliefs so you can take back control. Meet Sarah and Tom. Same job, same salary, but very different mindsets. Sarah sees money as a tool for growth and joy, investing in herself and enjoying life. Tom, on the other hand, fears never having enough, clinging to every penny and missing out. Their stories show. Mindset shapes our financial reality. Our bank account is often a reflection of our thoughts, like a mirror. If we fill our minds with fear and doubt, our finances mirror that back. But when we believe in possibility and self-worth, our financial reality shifts too. The mirror isn't fixed. Change your mindset, and you can change the reflection you see. So, what exactly is this money mindset we keep talking about? Well, think of it as the invisible blueprint stored deep inside your brain that dictates your entire relationship with money. It's not about how much you know about investing or economics. It's about how you feel about pounds and pence. This blueprint is a unique combination of your deepest beliefs, your ingrained habits, and your emotional reactions when it comes to all things financial. It's the quiet voice in your head that whispers whether you should buy that coffee, ask for that pay rise, or hide from that unopened bill. It's a powerful, often unconscious force that shapes every single financial decision you make, big or small. This internal blueprint operates around the clock, influencing your actions even when you're not actively thinking about it. For example, if your blueprint is designed with a core belief that money is hard to come by, you might find yourself hesitating to spend on things that bring you joy, even when you can actually afford them. You might feel a constant, low-level anxiety about running out of money, which makes you hoard every penny. On the other hand, if your blueprint includes the belief that money is a tool for good, you might be more inclined to save for meaningful goals, invest in your personal growth, or give generously, all without a sense of guilt or fear. It's crucial to understand that your money mindset isn't something you were born with, it's something you've learned. It has been built, layer by layer, over your entire life. Just like building a house, the foundation was laid early on, and every experience since has added another brick to the structure. The problem is, most of us have never stopped to look at the plans. We are living in a financial house designed by our past selves, our families, and society, without ever questioning if the layout actually works for the person we are today. We just accept the creaky floors and drafty windows as normal. This is why understanding your own money mindset is the first step towards true financial freedom. It's about taking out that old blueprint, spreading it on the table, and having a proper look. Which parts are strong and supportive? Which parts are weak, causing you stress and holding you back? Recognizing that these beliefs are just thoughts, not unchangeable facts, is incredibly liberating. It means you have the power to renovate. You can knock down the walls of limiting beliefs and build new extensions of opportunity and confidence. You can become the architect of your own financial well-being. Our money stories begin in childhood. shaped by what we saw and heard at home, whether it was stress over bills or celebrating financial wins. As adults, life events and outside influences like advertising and social media add new chapters. Becoming aware of these stories helps us choose which beliefs to keep or let go. There are two core money mindsets: scarcity and abundance. Scarcity is rooted in fear, always worrying there's not enough, leading to stress and defensive choices. Abundance is about trust and possibility, believing opportunities are everywhere. This mindset fosters confidence, growth, and empowered financial decisions. Which lens do you see your financial world through? Your money mindset shows up every day, in your words, actions, and emotions. Notice if you say, "I can't afford that," or feel panic at an unexpected bill. These are clues of a scarcity mindset. An abundance mindset faces finances with curiosity, not fear, and makes conscious choices for joy and growth. Imagine seeing the world through sunglasses with a scarcity filter. Everything looks dimmer, riskier, and smaller, just like making decisions driven by fear. Fear of not having enough or making the wrong choice shapes every decision. You focus on price, deny yourself small treats, and feel trapped by constant restriction. But by taking off those scarcity sunglasses, you can finally see brighter possibilities. Now let's swap those gloomy sunglasses for a different pair. These have an abundance lens. When you look through these, the world seems brighter and full of potential. The abundance lens doesn't ignore risks, but it allows you to see the opportunities that exist alongside them. This is how an abundance mindset shapes your financial choices. Instead of being driven by fear, your decisions are guided by a sense of possibility, confidence, and purpose. You see money not as a limited resource to be protected at all costs, but as a powerful tool that can be used to build a better, more fulfilling life for yourself and those around you. With this mindset, your daily financial interactions feel completely different. At the supermarket, you're not just looking at the price. You're thinking about value. You might choose to buy the slightly more expensive organic vegetables because you value your health. You might buy that bar of chocolate without guilt, seeing it as a small, affordable pleasure that adds a little joy to your day. It's not about reckless spending. It's about making conscious choices that align with what is important to you. You feel in control, empowered to use your money in a way that reflects your priorities rather than being controlled by a constant fear of lack. This sense of possibility transforms your approach to bigger life decisions. When thinking about your career, the abundance lens allows you to see your potential for growth. You might see a training course not as an expense, but as an investment in your future earning power. You'll be more likely to negotiate your salary with confidence because you believe in the value you bring. The thought of starting a side business might feel exciting rather than terrifying, because you're focused on what you could gain, not just what you could lose. This mindset opens doors. It encourages you to take calculated risks and step outside your comfort zone, which is where all growth happens. An abundance mindset also creates a positive feedback loop. When you believe opportunities are everywhere, you start to notice them. You become more open to new ideas, new connections, and new ways of generating income. When an unexpected expense arises, your first thought isn't, "It's a disaster, but how can I solve this?" This proactive, solution-focused approach makes you more resilient and resourceful. You start making choices that expand your financial world, and as your finances improve, it reinforces your belief in abundance. You are no longer just reacting to life. You are actively creating the financial reality you desire. Our mindset has a ripple effect on our financial health. A scarcity mindset sees saving as deprivation and fears investing, missing out on growth. But with an abundance mindset, saving and investing become empowering acts of building the future you want. It's easy to think that our salary is determined solely by our job title, our experience, or the industry we work in. While those factors are certainly important, our money mindset plays a surprisingly powerful role in how much we actually earn. It influences our confidence, our ambition, and our willingness to ask for what we are worth. A scarcity mindset can act like a glass ceiling on our income, a self-imposed limit that we rarely, if ever, manage to break through. It whispers that we are lucky to have the job we have, that we shouldn't be greedy, and that asking for more could get us fired. This deep-seated belief system affects our behavior in the workplace in subtle but significant ways. Someone with a scarcity mindset is less likely to put their hand up for a high-profile project because they fear they might not be good enough. They may avoid negotiating their starting salary because they don't want to seem difficult or ungrateful. Over the years, they might watch colleagues with similar skills advance more quickly, feeling resentful but never understanding that their own lack of self-belief is what's holding them back. They accept the income they are given rather than actively seeking to increase it, because deep down, they don't feel they deserve more. In stark contrast, an abundance mindset can act like a rocket booster for our earning potential. When you believe that you are capable and that your contributions have value, your behavior changes dramatically. You approach salary negotiations not as a confrontation, but as a collaborative discussion about fair compensation for the value you bring. You actively seek out new responsibilities and challenges because you see them as opportunities to grow your skills and increase your worth to the company. You're not afraid to highlight your achievements to your boss because you have a healthy sense of self-worth. This proactive, confident approach inevitably leads to a higher income over time. It's not about being arrogant or demanding. It's about having a quiet confidence in your own abilities. People with an abundance mindset are also more likely to explore additional streams of income. They might start a small side business, do some freelance work, or turn a hobby into a source of profit. They see opportunities to create value and therefore earn money everywhere they look. They don't just wait for a pay rise. They actively create their own economy. Their mindset doesn't just allow them to manage money well, it helps them attract more of it into their lives. Our mindset has a profound influence on one of the most stressful areas of personal finance: debt. For many, debt feels like a trap, a heavy weight that holds them down and limits their freedom. A scarcity mindset can often lead people directly into this trap and then make it incredibly difficult to escape. This can happen in a couple of ways. Sometimes, the constant feeling of lack and not having enough can lead to impulsive spending on credit, a desperate attempt to get a temporary feeling of happiness or to keep up with the Joneses. It's a short-term fix for a deep-seated feeling of inadequacy. Once in debt, the scarcity mindset makes the situation feel hopeless. The total amount owed can seem like an insurmountable mountain. Every interest payment feels like a punishment, reinforcing the belief that you can never get ahead. This sense of overwhelm can lead to avoidance. You might stop opening the statements or answering the phone, hoping the problem will just go away. This, of course, only makes things worse, as interest and fees pile up. The debt becomes a physical manifestation of the mental trap of scarcity, a cycle of stress, guilt, and fear that feels impossible to break. On the other hand, an abundance mindset frames the journey out of debt as a clear and achievable path to freedom. It doesn't deny the seriousness of the situation, but it approaches it with a sense of agency and optimism. Instead of seeing debt as a sign of personal failure, it's viewed as a temporary situation that can be solved with a clear plan. The focus shifts from the overwhelming total to the next single step. What is the one thing I can do today to move forward? This could be creating a budget, calling the creditors to negotiate a plan, or finding a way to earn an extra £50 to put towards a payment. This proactive, solution-oriented approach is incredibly empowering. It turns a feeling of helplessness into a feeling of control. A person with an abundance mindset sees paying off debt not as a punishment, but as an exciting journey towards financial liberation. They celebrate small wins along the way, like clearing a small credit card balance, which builds momentum and reinforces their belief that they can succeed. They are not just escaping a trap, they are actively walking a path towards a future where their money is their own, free to be used for their goals and dreams. Their mindset transforms a story of debt into a story of empowerment. Our mindsets shape our choices, often through invisible scripts about money running in the background. The first step to change is awareness. Bringing these scripts into the light. Notice your thoughts, especially around money. Ask, what story is my mind telling me? Write down your beliefs. Seeing them on paper separates them from your identity. This recognition is the key to change. Once you see the story, you can write a new one. Many of us say, I'm just not a numbers person, as if it's a fixed trait. But every day, you already use numbers, timing appointments, following recipes, managing expenses. The truth, you are a numbers person. Managing money is about simple habits, not complex math. So, next time you doubt yourself, remember, you're more capable than you think. Many of us grow up believing money is bad or corrupting, shaped by old sayings and negative portrayals. This creates inner conflict. We want security, but fear what money might do to our character. But money itself is neutral, a tool, like a hammer. In the right hands, it can do good. Let's rewrite the story. Money is a tool to express our values. That quiet feeling of, I don't deserve it, can hold us back from financial success. It often comes from old messages or comparing ourselves to others. But your worth is unconditional, separate from your bank balance. Practice gratitude. Speak kindly to yourself. And remember, you deserve good things, including financial well-being. Rewriting your money story is a daily practice. Like tending a garden, you pull out old beliefs and nurture new, empowering thoughts. Use affirmations that feel true and celebrate small wins. Surround yourself with positive role models and stories of abundance. Progress, not perfection, is the goal. Each thought you choose rewrites your story, one step at a time. The foundation of abundance starts with gratitude. Instead of focusing on what you lack, notice what you already have, like a warm bed, a cup of coffee, or the roof over your head. This simple shift calms your mind, opens you to possibility, and helps you make better financial choices every day. Once you've built a foundation of gratitude, the next step is to harness your imagination through visualization, a technique used by top athletes and entrepreneurs. Picture your financial goals as already achieved, making that final debt payment, feeling relief, and confidently saving for your dreams. The more vivid and emotionally charged your mental movie, the more powerful and achievable your vision becomes. Transform your relationship with spending by making it intentional. Mindful spending means asking, does this purchase align with my values and goals? Identify your top 5 values. These become your financial compass. Track your spending for a week, then compare it to your values. Notice any mismatches, not to judge, but to gain awareness. Before each purchase, pause and ask if it truly serves you or is just a habit. Cut out what doesn't matter so you can spend freely on what does. Let your spending reflect who you are and what you want your life to be. Fear fades when you understand your finances. Commit to learning. Pick one topic that worries you, like budgeting or credit scores. Spend 15 minutes a day on podcasts, videos, or beginner books. As you learn, complex ideas become clear and manageable. Knowledge builds confidence and turns fear into action. Each step is self-care and a declaration of your worth. You move from passive to active, steering your financial future. In finance, knowledge truly is power. Change your money routine from stressful to empowering. Set aside a weekly time. Make it pleasant with music or tea. Spend 15 minutes reviewing your accounts and celebrating mindful choices. Track progress toward goals, plan ahead, and transfer savings. Consistency builds confidence and removes fear. No more nasty surprises, just calm, regular engagement. You become the gardener of your finances, nurturing growth. Money becomes an ally, not an adversary. Your bank balance reflects your beliefs, not just your income. Stories you tell yourself shape your financial world. Limiting beliefs aren't facts, they're old stories you can rewrite. Small, daily steps, gratitude, visualization, mindful spending, shift your mindset. Your financial situation responds to your thoughts and actions. Look inward, challenge old beliefs, and change your reflection. You have the power to create a new financial reality. It all starts with conscious, empowered choices. Stop letting old beliefs drive your financial life. Move from passenger to pilot. Take the controls. You can't control every storm, but you can chart your course. Engage with your money, learn and adjust as needed. Pilots make mistakes but keep flying. So can you. Taking charge brings confidence and purpose. You're not just hoping for a better future, you're creating it. You are in control. Anything is possible. This isn't an ending. It's your new beginning. Choose one small step today. Gratitude, visualization, or learning. Progress, not perfection, is the goal. Be patient and celebrate every win. Your story isn't defined by the past. You hold the pen. Money can be a tool for joy and purpose. The journey to abundance has begun. What will you write on the next page? Your story starts now.